who made the Garden of Eden?
God did.
Okay, and who is and who is in charge of like where the various trees were placed?
God was.
Right. And so, who put the humans right next to the tree of good and knowledge, good and evil, and told them not to touch it?
Well, we don't know if it was right next to him, and actually it doesn't matter. But
They were in the same thing, yeah. So like, and also, who allowed the serpent to quote tempt Eve, even though it wasn't really a temptation? Who allowed that situation to happen?
God did.
Who told the first lie in the universe?
Satan.
God did.
The serpent.
God did.
God did. Because God said, if you eat from this tree, you will surely die in the very same day. And the serpent said, no, you won't. Serpent also wasn't Satan. It never says the serpent was Satan. The serpent just said, you won't die if you eat from this tree. That's literally all he says. So God says, you will surely die on the very same day that you eat from this tree. And the serpent says, no, you won't. And so they try it. Now, here's another question that's not going to end with the words God did. Do you have any children, Mike?
Yeah.
What's like like little kids, like babies, right? Little toddlers toddling about. What's like the best fucking way to get them to do something? It's to put the thing in front of them and tell them not to do it, right?
Well, I mean, that's funny, but maybe. I mean, sure.
Put him in front of a nuke button.
Exactly. And also, did Adam and Eve understand what wrong was before they ate from that tree?
They did not.
Well, now that's interesting because it's the knowledge of good and evil.
Yeah.
And yet
They didn't have it.
They didn't have it.
Yeah, what explains their misperception?
Yeah, so what you've got here is a situation where you have two people who were literally born yesterday, who do not know what it means to do right or wrong. They literally don't have the knowledge of good and evil. And God puts them right next to the thing that will give them that knowledge.
Don't you do it.
Tells them not to touch the thing that is in front of them. He could have put it in another fucking garden. But he
could have just made a bush of good and like a tree of good.
He could have done anything. He could have done a million other things. And then God, knowing full well what is going to happen because he is omnipotent. God knows the future. God knows the past, the present, the whole 9 yards. God knows exactly what they are going to do. God allows them to do the thing that he doesn't want them to do, that they do not know is wrong, and then punishes them for doing what is wrong. Not only them, but punishes their children and their children's children and all other people, especially women who now have painful childbirth and must be subjected to men. It must be subservient to men. That is the God that you're offering us here. Either your God is an idiot or he's just he's an asshole. Like, there's no way around it that if this God is all-knowing, he made a terrible decision. He knew what was going to go wrong with this decision. He's punishing other people for his terrible decision. And you're sitting here saying, yeah, but those two people that literally could not have known any better 2,000 years ago shouldn't have done the thing that they didn't know was wrong. And I'm telling you, even if the garden story made even an iota of sense, which it super fucking doesn't, even if it did, it still would be wholly inappropriate and completely evil for God to punish people thousands of years later because a couple of fucking hippies ate an apple. That doesn't make any sense, dude. No matter how you slice it, your God is responsible for this situation and he should be held accountable for it.